12 things you might want to know about Antique Cuirass. Hey guys, Scarletz here. So first, Antique Cuirass is a counter item for physical skill caster heroes because every skill hit will reduce the caster's physical damage output by 6% per stack of Deter up to 3 stacks. And it can only be applied through skill hits, which means damage from your basic attacks, items, emblems, or any other sources won't be able to trigger Deter debuffs. Physical damage output means it has nothing to do with your physical attack stats, so it basically lowers any damage related to physical type damage, including your physical basic attack, physical item effects such as DHS or Corrosion Sight, and even physical talent damage like Impure Rage. For heroes that can deal hybrid damage like Esmeralda, only their physical damage output can get lowered while the magic damage will stay the same. Every skill hit means multiple hits from one skill cast are able to trigger Deter repeatedly. For example, Ranger's bullets will deal less damage with every hit even though it's all from a single skill cast. Or Xborg's first skill, which also deals less and less damage with every hit. Thankfully, Deter cannot affect it anymore once the damage turns into true damage. Now the Deter debuff will only take effect after the skill is cast, not before. So the first skill hit will still deal its full damage, then the second hit will be affected by 1 stack of Deter, the third hit by 2 stacks, and so on. And yeah, you cannot get affected by more than 3 Deter debuffs even if the enemy is by multiple Cuirass, so I think having 1 or 2 in the team is already enough. Next, magic or true damage type skills can still trigger Deter. Although Deter itself won't reduce the damage from those skills, it can still lower your basic attack damage if your basic attack is physical type like I mentioned earlier. For skills that count as a basic attack, it won't be affected by Deter like Hellcurt Stinger for example, because as you can see here, my damage doesn't get reduced even after I use my second skill. So yeah, it's actually not true to say that Twilight or Antique can counter Hellcurt, because if you really want to counter him, Plate Armor will work better due to its high physical defense. Not to mention, its damage reflection can also affect Hellcurt's Stinger, but let's not talk about that here. Next, if your passive skill is able to deal damage like Yuzong's or Carrie's passive, then it will also trigger Deter, as you can see in this demonstration. Last one, against whom should we get Antique Cuirass? Well, it's best used against physical type heroes that mainly rely on their skills to deal damage. And it's not limited to only marksmen like Clint or Ranger, but also applies to other roles, like Cho for example, since a single ultimate cast can already inflict him with 3 Deter debuffs. And of course, it's clearly bad for physical heroes that rely on basic attacks, which are usually the ones that focus on attack speed. And oh yeah, you can actually clear the Deter debuff by using Purify. So I think Moontoon should make a Deter icon indicator for it. So I guess that's all for now. If you have anything you'd like to share about this item, feel free to write it down in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you around.